Hey guys, finally he sleeps here, and today we're going to break down the market in FIFA Mobile 22. This season, there are big changes in the way the market works, and until you understand exactly what you're dealing with, it can be a bit confusing. First of all, what you see in the market is a catalog of players, not listings. This is a big change over past seasons. Every player in the game has a single presence in the market, whether or not anyone is buying or selling them. When you first enter the market, a list of 20 suggested players pops up. You can refresh this search every 10 seconds too. From here, you can simply search for whatever you're looking for using the basic search system based on team, name, league, OVR, position, quality, skill booster program. And once you search through, only the first 100 items will display based on the default search modifiers of highest OVR and highest value, so it's important to narrow your search down to beat that 100 player threshold. In other words, if you search 80 to 90 rated players, you're only going to see the top 100 most valuable 90 rated players. There won't be anything lower than 90 because the highest OVR and highest values pop up first. Now, after you narrow your search, you can then modify your results in order using the dropdown. This doesn't change the search results, it only reorders the 100 that you search results that your search resulted in. That's why narrowing your initial search is important, whether it be by name, OVR, position, league, or team. Now, once you have a player you're interested in, you can click the purchase button and enter that player's detail page. From here, you can see the market activity for that player from the last 30 days in the bottom left and a line graph from lowest value to highest value. On the right, there are 6 lines, the top 3 in red and the bottom 3 in blue. Red are people buying, blue are people selling. The top in red are purchase orders. These are listings people have created demonstrating their desire to purchase this player. The amount they are willing to pay in the middle and how many listings there are at the price on the right. The bottom in blue are sales orders. These are the listings people have created for players they have for sale. The price is in the middle and how many listings is on the left. The lowest price and highest price show a value window you can presently work with. This changes with demand, and please note sometimes this value doesn't line up with the listings you see, which is normal. If a player has a lot of purchase orders but no sales orders, meaning he has higher demand than his supply, then this window will rise along with the player's medium value. If, on the other hand, there are a lot of sales but no purchase orders, meaning he has high supply and low demand, then this window will go down along with his medium value. If a sales order or purchase order is not removed or updated after the window moves in the proper direction, you can find a player with out of window listings. So right now, his lowest price is 5.19 mil, and his highest is 5.74. Right now, everything we can see here, the 2 purchase orders and the 1 sales order, all fall within that window. In order for a sale to go through on a player, a purchase order and sales order must line up exactly. Now, when they do, the transactions are completed in the order they entered the queue. Now, the queue is just your number in line. For example, this order has over 1,000 sales orders. If I posted my own right now at 570,000 coins, I would be the next in line. But basically, at least 1,000 other players' sales would have to go through before mine was next in line. This means the time it takes for a player to sell is directly based on someone creating a purchase order for the same cost as your sales order, and you have to be next in line. There are no time limits on sales orders and purchase orders through the whole thing. So listings can stay up as long as you leave them there, but they may fall in and out of the window. Just remember, if the value window shifts beyond what your listing is set at, it's not possible to complete the transaction. The market tax is back this season with a slight change. For every player you sell, the market keeps 10% of the sale as a tax. This means in order to buy players and sell them for a profit, you need to be able to sell them for 111.2% of what you're paying. Now, why 111.2%, not like 110%? It's a math thing. Stay in school, kids. You'll understand eventually. The change this season over previous is the market tax is now permanent. There are no VIP rewards to remove it. There is another option possible, quick selling. Now, this is an easy way to bypass the market and exchange players for 100 coins immediately without waiting for a transaction to complete. It's an option, but it's not a valuable option. It's 100 coins. Now, if you have a player that you're interested in watching, you can add them to your watch list simply by highlighting them and click on the Watch Player button. Then when you come to the market and click on the My Watch List tab, you'll see all of the players you're currently watching with your most recent addition listed first. To remove a player from the watch list, just turn off that button. The My Players tab shows you all of your current players. From here, you can list players in the market. First, you'll choose the player you want to list. We're going to go with Mbappé, and then click the Sell button. Now, their detail page will pop up. Here is where you set your sale price, making sure it falls in line with the lowest and highest in that window. Then you just click Sell. If there are already purchase orders in red at the top that line up with your listing, the sale should go through really quickly within a minute or so. Otherwise, you'll just wait until a purchase order is created by someone waiting to buy your listing. And we just listed Mbappé. It's going to take a few seconds here because there was already a purchase order pending and nothing in front of me in the queue, so they did line up. Now, anytime you can click on the My Orders tab and look through all of the players. You have listed there what you're buying, what you're selling, everything. This is also where you'll see the 25 limit of maximum transactions, which includes sales and purchases at any given time. So you'll need to plan your market tactics accordingly. The big question this season is how can you use the market to make coins? Player values cycle up and down, coinciding with many different factors including demand, lineup requirements, and events. Value follows waves. There are low points in the waves called troughs and high points on the waves called peaks. This is pretty standard for all seasons of FIFA Mobile. There are many ways I've covered in other videos, but the basic coin making methods all center around buying low and then selling high. Now, it seems obvious, but unfortunately, it's not. So here we're going to use the recent sales history line chart on the details page of a player to gauge what direction its value is going in. And use the 111.2% minimum factor to avoid losing any coins with the market tax, and try to buy players when they are in their trough and then sell at their peak on this value cycle. You'll also want to follow in-game content to pay attention to lineup requirements for future events, such as what we saw in Icon's journey, where the release of each new portion of the event directly affected the value of Spanish players in the first tab, then Premier League players in the league tab, and finally Atletico players for team. Buying players with little demand in their value trough while the event is running and they are easily achievable, most notably exclusive event players, only to sell them later at their peak after the event is over and they become endangered, meaning the only means of achieving them is now through the market, is another easy way to turn a profit if you're savvy enough to predict their rise in demand. Now, one last change this season that affects the market is the absence of training XP. The only method for training players is now through the XP provided by other players. The XP that is given by each OVR ranges from 30 at 46 OVR all the way up to 1800 XP at 99 OVR. Knowing how much XP any OVR gives will allow you to calculate the XP to coin ratio for buying players at the lowest expense for the most XP when training your team. Now, currently, the most cost-effective region to work with is Silver's 64 to 68, where they provide 260 to 420 XP each. Remember, you'll need to search an individual OVR based on positions such as attack, midfield, defense, or goalkeeper to minimize your results because only the first 100 are going to display. 64 to 68 could change at any time too, so you'll need to pay attention to the XP given for the OVRs against the value you're buying at. Now, if you just look here, you're getting 420 XP out of a 68, but only 80 more XP out of a 70 at 500. That's only a 19% increase in XP for a player that usually costs at least 50 to 60% more. That's what you need to pay attention to. That's it, the market in a nutshell. It's different, but once you get used to the new mechanics, it creates opportunities we didn't have in seasons past. Special thanks to the folks at EA for making this video possible. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I'm FinallyHeSleeps, and good luck with the FIFA Mobile 22 market.